Hello, everyone. It is time once again for the NCAA basketball tournament. Yes, the greatest sporting event in America. And of course, it's also time for our 26th annual Vector Marketing Corporation March Madness Maniacs NCAA basketball pool. $50 to enter once again. We have another record number of entries this year with 126 sports geniuses participating. This will create a $6,200 prize pool. Of course, my entry and Tom's entry are free. Don't worry, we won't be winning anything. Tom Skowski is back once again as our March Madness pool permutations professor, and he'll be handling all payments and promoting some of the possibilities as the different scenarios as the pool unfolds. As we have in years past, there'll be a bonus for our second round leader, first and second place. To be eligible for that, you got to be paid up by tonight. So pay now if you haven't paid. The $6,200 prize pool, of course, is pending there being no deadbeat losers that don't pay. Last year, there were even people that entered the pool and said, "Oh, I didn't know I had to pay." Yeah, right. Come on, idiots. By the way, I don't know how many people have paid as of this morning because I forgot to check with Tom. I made a note to mention that, and then I forgot to check with Tom. How's that? Bonuses will be $250 and $200 on Sunday, depending on the number of entries. We should be able to adhere to $250 and $200. And the Elite Eight will get paid at the end of the tournament. Payouts will range from $150 for 8th place up to about $1,500 to $1,600 for first place. Joe Giannosa is our defending champion. Of course, he had Villanova over Michigan last year in the championship game. He is returning to compete once again. There are other former champions back participating, including Jim McGowan, Michigan homer, Jacob Kinnemore, LSU homer, Michael Cassetta, who would have picked Harvard except they lost to Yale. We have Vance Pilkington back in this year. Nice to see you back, Vance. Probably riding Virginia. Kathleen Woods is back. By the way, Tulane was one of the worst teams in the NCAA this year. Chris Cooper is back in this year after a brief hiatus. Make sure you pay up, Coop. Jeff Nixon is back. Nostradamus. Bruce Goodman is back in. Earl Kelly, plus two-time champions. Mike Schmid, Chris Heigl, Scott Dennis, and Rebecca Taylor. By the way, last year's caboose, some loser named Adam Mitchell, who I don't even know, was gutless and did not enter this year. By entering the pool, by the way, you are agreeing that if you come in last, you will pay double as a fine for putrid picks. So no more gutless losers. Buck up and pay your fine if you come in last this year. Remember that also you are subject to good-natured ribbing by entering the pool, or perhaps even ruthless humiliation. If and when your bracket falls apart, which will probably happen to most of us, I am losing in the first game of the day today. Go figure. Surprise, surprise. All right. My picks, I will reveal, as they usually suck, but I'm feeling unusually good this year despite this Minnesota-Louisville game happening right now. In the East, Duke will dominate this bracket. There is no doubt. We all know it. I like Belmont to further make a case for them being included by taking out Maryland in the first round. In the West, Florida State should have gotten a 3 seed. I don't know how they are a 4 seed. I think they should have been the best 3 seed, number 9 in the country. And I would have taken them over Michigan, Michigan State, even Kentucky. But I'm rooting for Gonzaga. So with great trepidation, I took Gonzaga in this bracket over Texas Tech. Of course, I have Michigan bowing out in the second round, as I always have Michigan bowing out in the second round. There will be no miracle three-pointer this year. South, I really like Purdue, but it's clear here that a Virginia versus Tennessee showdown looms. I did take Oregon and UC Irvine to win in the first round in the local games here in San Jose. Taking the Vols over the Cavs to reach the Final Four. In the Midwest, PJ Washington is hurt for Kentucky. Most of you probably don't even know who he is or that he's hurt. But he's hurt. He's not playing in the first round. They'll still win against Abilene Christian or whoever they're playing. But they might lose in the second round against Wofford or Seton Hall. I'm definitely taking Houston to reach the Elite Eight instead of Kentucky. But North Carolina will dominate this bracket and will reach the Final Four. Again, no doubt there. So my Final Four includes Duke, Gonzaga, Tennessee, and North Carolina. Of course, Duke is going to win. But I was influenced by Peter Schneider. Yes, the Colgate homer himself. Peter Schneider, his sneaky post on our Facebook page about more than half of the group probably picking Duke. So I just decided not to pick Duke. I'd like to actually win this pool one day, and I know from a strategic point of view, picking the same team as 73 other people is probably not the best way to win the pool. Got to be really lucky in the early rounds for that to happen. So, ladies and gentlemen, I'm ridding myself of this Colgate hat. I'm going with Gonzaga. I'm going with Gonzaga over Duke. I'm going with Tennessee over North Carolina. Zags over Tennessee in the final. By the way, thank you, Peter Schneider, for the Colgate hat. I do accept hats as gifts. Colgate, by the way, has a 98% student-athlete graduation rate, which means they're surely going to lose to Tennessee in the first round that probably has a 9.8 student-athlete graduation rate. Of course, Colgate is named after William Colgate, who was a soap maker, and his grandson changed the family business to, you guessed it, toothpaste. That is right. Colgate. Peter, thanks for the hat. I left the tags on so that I could try to find a way to return it at Lids or something like that, and after they're out. Actually, no, I won't do that. I'll rock this hat. I might meet a Donald Foyle one day, so I will keep this hat. I will rock it, and maybe I'll meet a Donald Foyle, and he'll be fired up about it. All right, folks, enjoy the games. Have a nice time. We'll be back at you with a video on Friday night. See ya.